name is Rashmi Arora. I am your speaking examiner. My institute code is 095. Let us start with your speaking exam. May I know your name, please?
My full name is Simran Singh. You can also call me by my first name as Simran.
Simran. Simran, where do you come from?
I hail from a small village, Kamyana, which is located in Faridkot.
Do you work or study?
I recently completed my senior secondary education from Sunrise International School in the commerce stream.
Simran, why did you choose commerce?
I chose the commerce stream because I am very good in the subjects like maths, and my calculation was also very good. That is why my teacher advised me to choose that subject.
Very nice. So let's come to our first topic, that is applications or apps. What apps have you recently used, Simran?
I recently used all the social media apps which are available on the App Store. Like I will install the Instagram to stay in touch with all of my friends.
And why only Instagram?
I only choose the Instagram because Instagram is very popular in my country, and all the people, individuals of my age use this app. That is why I also installed this application.
Okay. So what kind of apps otherwise you are interested in apart from Instagram?
Apart from Instagram, I am also interested in the apps which are used to entertain, which are used as the entertainment sources, like all the OTT platforms like Sony or Hotstar. I will also like these apps to watch my favorite shows or movies.
Okay. And what was the first app you used?
I did not have exact remembrance like the first app which I used, but I vividly remember that the first social media app that I installed on my mobile phone was the Facebook.
Okay. And what kind of app would you like to use in the future?
In future, I will like to use the apps to obtain information like this, which are the main sources of information like Google or Wikipedia. I will like to use these apps.
And why so?
Because I have a keen interest in obtaining information, and Google and Wikipedia, these two sources have a plethora of information. That is why I like to use these apps.
Okay. So Simran, let's come to our second topic, that is flowers. What kind of flowers do you know?
I did not know much about flowers. I only know about the rose and sunflower because this flower is very popular in my nation.
Okay. And are there any flowers that have special meaning in your country?
Yes, there are plenty of flowers which have special meaning. Like there are some flowers which have meaning of love, and some flowers which have religious meanings.
Okay. And have you ever planted any flower?
Yes, I planted. Yes, I planted flowers once when I was in the third standard. It was my birthday, and at that time I planted a tree. I planted rose.
Okay. And why rose only, Simran?
I planted rose only because my teacher only permitted me to plant that one because there was only rose was available.
Okay. And have you ever sent flower to anyone?
Yes, I sent flowers to my friend's. It was my friend's birthday, and at that time I gifted him rose, and because rose was her favorite flower, and that is why I gifted him. And after receiving this gift, my friend thanked me.
Okay. So Simran, let's come to our second part of the speaking. That is the cue card part. Here I am going to give you one topic on which you have to prepare for 1 minute and speak over it till the time I make you stop. Right? So this is your cue card. And your time for preparation starts now. Shall we start, Simran?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Well, my country is an agricultural country and produces a variety of crops, and some of them are seasonal crops and some of them are all-season crops. And the sector of farming mainly depends on the agriculture, yet it is their bread and butter, and that is why they do farming. Here I would like to talk about rice, which is very popular in my country, and it is also known as winter rice or kharif crop, yet it is grown in the winter season. I know about this crop because this crop is very popular in my country, and in terms of its production, my country holds the second position, and it is the part of every individual's daily meal, and they eat rice in their daily meals. And it is grown in its seeds were sown in the June or July, and it is harvested in November or December. And during this time, it is grown in the hot and humid season, and that is I was totally free in my home, and at that time I decided to help my father in farming. And at that time when I reached the farm, my father was sowing crops of the rice, and at that time I become familiar with it. I came to know about that rice nowadays. Nowadays, modern technology was used to produce quality food and do mass production, and that is why I decided to help my father. That there is no need of doing hard work, and it is very easy and convenient way to grow crops, and the rice crop make it possible to make mutual cooperations with the community, especially in the farmers, and that is why all the persons are very familiar with it.
Thank you so much, Simran. So let's come to the third part of the speaking now, which is the discussion round. Here I'm going to ask you some questions based on your cue card, right? Do people in your country like to grow plants at home?
Yes, in my nation, many of the individuals like to grow plants at their home, and that is why they choose backyard or in the garden, and they would like to decorate their homes with growing different kinds of vegetables or flowers.
Okay. And why so? For the decoration only?
They choose to decorate their homes because flowers are natural way, and instead of buying artificial flowers.
Okay. And do old people grow plants these days?
Yes, older people also grow plants nowadays, yet they are very familiar with all the crops, and their understandings with the different crops are also very good, and that is why they grew up different kinds of plants.
Okay. And how do schools teach students to grow plants?
Schools can teach children about doing take care of the different plants and growing them. They can also teach them about global warming, the pollution which is inclining day by day, and to tackle this, they must educate children that we need to grow plants.
Okay. And what is the main plant of your country?
The main plants in my country are which are grown by farmers, because my country is agricultural, and there are many kinds of grains which are grown by farmers.
Like what?
Some of them are wheat or rice.
Okay. So thank you, Simran. This was the speaking session. Thank you. So this was Simranjeet Singh speaking. I think it is good, and the way he spoke was good. But overall, if now I have to talk, overall mistakes in all the three parts of the speaking. No doubt, fluency and coherence of all the three parts was very good. But I felt somewhere the speed in her answers. The speed was fast, otherwise fluency was good, didn't stop in between, she didn't find any kind of hesitation in her answers, and this is the first prime part which I felt. Now next, the main blunder he did in his speaking is expressions, lack of expressions. Didn't give me any kind of expressions. She was speaking in one tone only without the fluctuations and natural pauses in his speaking. This I felt somewhere he was lacking. Otherwise, the range of sentences he used was fantastic in all the three parts, especially in follow-up questions and in the cue card part, what I really liked. The only thing which I disliked was the expressions, and what I disliked, I can't say. It is the area where he was lacking. Only the fluctuations, no fluctuation and no expressions. All in all, his speaking was very good. Now let's come to the bands scores. If I have to give the bands in fluctuation, fluency and coherence, it was okay. But I can't ignore the speed he used in his speaking. So he only deserves 6.5 bands due to his overspeed. Now comes to lexical resources. No doubt in cue card part he used good lexical resources. So he deserves again 6.5 bands, because in follow-up questions and in introduction he didn't use any kind of lexical resources. Now comes to the grammatical range and accuracy. No doubt in introduction and cue card he was good in grammatical range as well as in accuracy also, but somewhere or other I found that he lagged, or there was some grammatical slips in the follow-up questions. So overall he deserves 7 bands because the range was very good. He used in all the 3 sections. Now it comes to pronunciation. Overall pronunciation was also very good. He didn't slip anywhere in the pronunciation. So again he deserves 7 band in the pronunciation. Now if I have to talk about another thing which I want to mention here in the cue card part, he completed all the 4 Q questions in his cue card, which is the major part which I have to count while I have to give the bands to any students. So all 4 Q questions he covered very well and in beautiful manner in his cue card. So overall he deserves 7 bands in speaking if I deduct his bands in expressions and no fluctuations. Thank you so much. Wait for my another video. Thank you. Bye bye.